Was I too early saying hi? Did I cut my hi?
No,
I
I
don't know.
think you I think they heard it. Did you guys hear Flavia's hi?
Can you can you see and hear us? How's it going?
How's it going?
I said, did it cut my hi? It can sound
Very, very,
very
bad.
different.
Very different.
Have a different meaning.
Good.
Yes and yes. Awesome.
Thanks, Julie. How are you guys? How's everybody doing?
Let's see. Check the page from if they look.
I don't know what I've been yawning a lot lately.
You said the way I said it the other day.
No, I did not. Oh my lord.
Okay, all good.
What is it?
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Doing better?
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Me too. Waves, right?
Waves. I'm a little weird today.
Yeah. I'm feeling like some pains in my back today.
Been drinking so much water. God.
That's good.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. So
therefore
just
peeing so much as well.
Giving people some time to join us.
Yep.
You guys too? Feeling better? That's nice.
Oops.
It moves so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to find a better way to do it, but I keep saying that. Look at that. Every time I raise it, but it's the size of my face, so let's give it that. Oh, I need to sneeze now. Gosh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No.
You know,
Bless you.
Just, can you wait a second?
You're saying no. I say,
stopped.
you don't want to sneeze. Very hot here in Madrid. Here too.
Oh yeah, here too.
We're probably near the same type of weather, right?
Think so.
The temperature. I think so. Very, very hot.
Very hot. It's like 37 degrees Celsius or something. 38.
I didn't even check anymore because it just said.
Yeah. It's like, Thanks, Jennifer. That's the one that we did for the Lemurian channeling.
Yeah.
Just left it here because I thought that you guys would like to see it too, because there's more people today. So more people have access today. So that's nice. Thanks.
Today we are at 111 degrees Fahrenheit.
I think that's high
too. It's over 40 degrees Celsius.
Really?
Yes.
That's the worst.
I believe so.
No. I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
Let's see.
So, does everybody have your water? That's all we're gonna need today. Dang, 43.
43
That's
degrees.
the worst thing ever.
115.
No,
Phoenix.
guys. No.
You guys, stay inside. Turn the AC on. If you're swimming, that's fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, too hot.
Not great.
I have a question. Today, while I was meditating with my source stone, felt like I was having an organic in my heart. Have you experienced this or know what it was? I still feel it. Yes.
I think it's an integration. You know, your source stone calls in everything that is needed to come forward, to say, it gives you any download and everything. It gives you access to all the parts of your soul. So whatever is ready to come forward, it does. At least that's my experience with my source stone. Yes. Of course, Pamela would be able to answer things better. But I think that it's just like an integration, you know, with your own masculine and everything. And sometimes it's like that bliss, you know, that ecstasy, it comes. It's very cool. I think you had a lot of that with your source stone, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was very intense on the body, like a lot of sensations.
I would get more of the thing that I felt like I was dying. It's like my body would keep telling me that I was dying and that I needed to stop listening to the source tone. And that's when I was like, ah, so that's your plan for not letting me gain access to that. So I'm going to keep doing it. So it was like I got short of breath and I felt like I was locked in a coffin and all those things. And I would push through and then it would feel better.
Yeah.
It was intense too for me when I was doing it. It was crazy.
I just remember that for me it was very weird because I had this strong electric waves and I would like really be doing weird movements and all, and some crazy visions in the worst times, like it was an adventure,
Yeah,
to say the least.
it was crazy.
Yeah. I think I won't have to tell you how it feels living in 50 plus
Oh my god.
degrees with 97% humidity. Oh,
That's
humidity. But luckily air conditioning is working. That's necessary.
yeah. Otherwise, how can you even leave? Oh my god.
I can't even imagine.
And all the humidity, it's probably like you are
You cook.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like from the inside out.
Yeah. I live in a desert area. Freaking humidity and hot.
Right?
Yeah. In New York, the humidity has been in the 90s. I love summer though. Grateful to be out in nature and
That's
wildlife.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like when you are going to the beach or swimming.
And when you like it,
when you like it too,
then
it's fine.
that's great.
Yeah.
I got curious and I need to see how humidity is here because I always think it's
No
so
idea.
bad. It's 26%.
Oh.
Which is
It's always very dry
like,
here.
yeah, it's like my
Yeah.
nose is like
Bleeds sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. When we arrived, we were so not used to it that even like my thumb and my hands, everything got super dry and like
we were
yeah.
shedding.
Oh god, it
It
was
was so dry.
not great. But now it's better. And
Yeah.
we're lucky we have the air conditioning and it works, so
Yeah.
not that bad. But I am officially done with summer by this.
Yeah.
It's only been like
It could be 2 weeks,
Yep.
instead of 3 months.
It's been like 2 weeks of summer, right? From the official summer, here it starts a little earlier.
Has
like
it
a
only
month.
been 2 weeks?
It's June or July. I'm so lost. I have
We are
absolutely
in the end of July.
no idea.
I think it started in June.
I'm so lost at this point.
I have no idea either. I had to look in the calendar
summer
to see what day it was
solstice,
today.
It just happened. Oh God, I don't know.
Flavia, did you paint the art in the background? No, this one was Annie.
Yeah. Anyways, so today we have another ceremony, and I was asking who's coming forward. No one was raising their hands. We have the regular crew, right, here with us, which is Yeshua and Mary Magdalene and Hillel and Lilith and Osiris and Isis. They've been around a lot, and many other beings, of course. The Pleiadians have been around a lot, but they are like giving us some space because their energy is very potent. Sometimes it's a bit much for the body, so they are just chilling, in the background. But I think I'll be guiding you guys today, unless Flavia wants to do something with the meditation or anything. So it is, and it makes sense when I asked like if anyone was coming forward for that, and then they said no, that I was supposed to do it, and I was like, okay then. And it makes sense because we are embodying our mastery, so what is the point in embodying our mastery if we are scared of speaking our truth, right? And for me personally, that's what it means, as I'm here in front of the camera talking to you guys doing this. So I think that it made a lot of sense that they wanted me to do it. And I was like, okay, I'll just trust and and see what happens. And I also got the guidance that I should open this for every tier so everyone gets access. I feel like there's something happening energetically that I can't pinpoint it. And whenever it is that I can't pinpoint it, I know that for me, it's that I'm not even supposed to know because it would be too overwhelming. Maybe something with the galactic aligning, I don't know.
Alignment.
Yes,
Is that it?
alignment. Yeah. Or even just the collective energy or something, because it feels like a different energy is happening. It's not just right now. I know it has something to do with the portal too, right? The Lion's Gate, of course. But there's something more, and it's been happening. It's like a buzzing. Has anyone else been experiencing it? Like a vibration? I've been hearing it a lot out of nowhere. It's like your ear just start like, and a lot starts happening. Or just like I enter in a bubble and I can't hear anything. It's like everything just stops. And a vibration through my skin. And this night, I woke up with my bed vibrating, and I could feel my twin flame like laying behind me. I can feel him all the time anyway, but this time was weird that I could feel the vibration of his skin in my skin, And I even turned the lights on and like, what the hell is happening? It's like my bed was vibrating, and then it took me a second to realize that it was quote unquote not supposed to be happening. Like, what the hell? And then I turned the lights on, and I could still feel the vibration. Like everything was vibrating. And the thing is, I turned the lights on, and when I think about it, I can't see anything. It's like I was still like in a sleep kind of haze thing. Weird. But I've been feeling it like in my skin and my ears all the time. And it started a few days ago to get more intense. Like I would say like 5-6 days ago it started getting really intense, and it's like I got this huge download. And like the normal ascension symptoms, like it feels like you were hit by a truck and every joint in your body hurts, and everything is just like, oh my god, what happened to me? It's like you have a hangover. It's like you are coming out of a flu or something. I feel like that's like the standard integration or download symptoms that we get, or people call it ascension symptoms too. I had it enough. Flavia does, because her body is always like taking it always takes a second to catch up, even with like workouts and everything. It's like I have the pain, and then 3 days later she and we already know it's like she's fine, and I'm there, bad, and then a few days later it comes. So I was wondering if you guys were feeling that too, because it's like we got this huge download, and everything is just, I feel like everything is flowing, not only for me personally, but for everybody. But something's going on, and I didn't even honestly dove, is that too deep to try to understand what it was. I'm just going with it. But I see a lot of people are feeling it too. Yeah. I feel it a lot in my womb too, but maybe it's related to something else that I'm doing.
So many things together.
Yeah. It's like Mary Magdalene said, it's like I like doing things all at once.
Yeah, all at once. I just remembered, as you said, that you didn't know if it was a collective thing or whatever. I remember that in my quantum healing with Ludmila, we programmed to listen to the thingy when it's something for me, and for me to sleep when it's something for the collective. And I had to sleep today.
See?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a good thing to program your body to do.
Yeah.
You need to like write it and put it somewhere.
Put a whiteboard on my.
So then you can,
Yeah.
Totally.
When we were on the spiritual bonfire and we were talking about Lemuria, I lost hearing for a second.
It happens too.
Yeah.
Is anyone else having problem with the volume? Can you all hear us? Because we can turn the volume up. Yes. But I only see Mary. I think it's Mary, right? Saying that she can't hear.
Yeah. Or maybe I was speaking too low, which is possible too.
Yep.
Looking forward to watching the Lemuria playback.
Another thing that is happening, that is coming to my attention now, because it's happening now, I'm getting like blurred vision, and I'm seeing other stuff. It's like yesterday I saw Yeshua's skirt, because he wears like a tunic. So I saw his skirt moving, and then I just looked at it and I'm like, do you know when you know that you see something, but your brain gets in the way sometimes, and it goes like, huh, what? You're not seeing it? But you're so sure that you're seeing it that your own mind starts, but we saw it. It's been happening for me lately.
Yeah.
So I saw like Yeshua's skirt, and I'm seeing like more things moving and everything. And I'm also getting like blurred vision sometimes. It's like our eyes are adjusting to a new dimension. So those things happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so that's why I'm like this. Because it's like I need my glasses, and I haven't needed my glasses in so long.
If that's not mastery, that we upgrade without being most of the time aware of it, which is like our bodies know because we're the masters of it.
Can you say that again?
If that's not mastery, the things that we upgrade our bodies without even telling it to us, like consciously.
It just does when it's time, when it's ready. It's really cool, right?
A lot of ringing, and Isis is stalking me.
Yes, they've been stalking me too, Isis and Osiris.
It's funny.
I'm gonna start using that word now.
I've been seeing it reflected in others.
Self-worth shadow work. That's what she.
Where?
Self-worth shadow work.
Just. And thank you for sharing. I have been wondering if others are feeling it too. Feels like we are.
I think that's why they mentioned that I should mention, because I feel like I'm not alone in this, and I knew you would relate. This is like, it's our collective thing. And I was talking to Corey today, and some very interesting information came about us in a collective way. Do you mind if I share it, Corey? She never really does, but I was just wondering. Yeah, see someone for a split second. That's what's happening for me too. It's like it blinks, or I see it in the corner of my eye, but not as much in the corner as it used to be. It's like it's there, and sometimes when I look, I still see a little foggy thingy happening, and then I was like, huh, that was Yeshua's skirt. The thing that I wanted to share about that came for Corey, that I think a lot of people could relate, is that they always mention that we are antennas for those energies that are coming, that we are helping with the shift of awareness in the planet. And as light workers, that's one of our, what is it? One of the things that we came here to do, in a way, to be this antenna and to transmit that energy for other people. And that we are in a limbo kind of state, and it's been like that for a while. And I think that we've even talked about that, how we are like in between timelines all the time, because we are super multidimensional beings, and some of us can already access, or already, we come with those things that we can access, roles, that's the word, thank you, that we see multi-dimensions, or most of us, we just choose one, and because that's what serves us the most. But the thing is that it feels like for the past 3 months, I'll say, even, like we are in this middle state. It's like we are always swimming through those dimensions, and never really stepping into something. And then you step into something, and then it feels great, and it lasts like 7 seconds, and then you change, and it lasts another 7 seconds, and sometimes it lasts 7 hours, and some days you wake up feeling like you are a completely different person. And then, all those things, it's because we are channeling frequencies for the whole collective of Earth. And those frequencies are so vast, it's 1,000 types of frequencies. And we keep bringing you through, because some people will need that kind of frequency, and we are just the antennas for it. So we are not aligned with that which does not align. That's what Geshe is saying. So if you are bringing frequencies that are not yours, your body is just going through them, and you're just literally being an antenna. Nothing is getting, let's say, stuck with you. Only those things that serve you, that are yours, are with you at the time. But still, we feel like we are like, ooh, sometimes, it's like we are navigating in the dark. I don't know if you guys feel that too. Sometimes that's what if I try to see, like, okay, so where are we as a collective right now? I see us like in the void. We are just there, just present, and everything is happening, because in that darkness everything is happening, but we are not supposed to see it most of the time, because it wouldn't serve, because it's not ours. We are just bringing those energies through. So that's what we are going to be doing. And as Yeshua was telling me, and Corey's higher self told her, it's supposed to be going on until the end of summer, around the end of summer. And today they gave me a very significant date, which is September 11th. They said that's basically the date where all of those energies will start leaving your body, and you won't be doing that, playing that role anymore right now. You're always playing that role, but it will stop being like the limbo kind of thing. We will settle down in one dimension, we'll say. And or timeline, or whatever you want to call it. And it will take the body a couple of months to adjust to those changes, And I've been seeing 9/11 all the time too. And they've always talked about it, how it is like a powerful manifesting number and everything. So that we will be still navigating it until around November. And then there's something with the galactic alignment and our galaxy's alignment and our solar system alignment that will come. I don't understand, because I don't know anything about astrology, but I know there's something going on around November and December that it will really focus and center everything, and everything is going to make much more sense, and we will fully embody that timeline. Am I making any sense?
Yes.
Am I giving you hope? That all of it that we're feeling now, most of it's not even for us to understand. It's not even, it doesn't matter, because it's not ours.
Yes.
It's just that we are navigating through it with everyone else, and we are doing it together now, and it's great. It's beautiful and it's loving, and you will get a break. Your body will get a break very soon, and everything else is going to start making more sense, and we will stop like being like, ooh, all the time, because it feels like it's hard to, center sometimes. Not center, it's just stabilize. If it feels unstable sometimes, I think that's what it is, right? Yes. It's like it feels like we're getting more stability, and we're feeling safer in our bodies. And so big of that the mission that we came here to do with this year, and all of this shifting is occurring, and it's going to, it's always ongoing, but our bodies will be feeling safer and more stable and ready to go. So we'll feel more energized. We will, feel better overall in the body. So what we are doing here today with this embodying our mastery is simple, is what they were saying to me. It's like, just get your water. I asked if they wanted me to create a symbol or a grid, or tell you guys to get herbs and crystals. They say no, because you are that mastery. We are just going to look at it today. We're going to look in the mirror and see that mastery, because if you were not masters, you would not be going through this together, or alone, whatever the case is. But you're not alone anyways. So it's simple. We are giving that first step into accepting that mastery. Maybe not the first, maybe the 11th, maybe the it's like a billion, but it doesn't really matter. Just to focus our intention in the mastery that we've already acquired, because that's important too. Like giving ourselves a pat in the back, because everything that we are doing together It's paying off, guys, and that makes me so happy, makes me want to cry. It's like I can see that, because when I channel the Lemurians and all the information that's coming, how we planted those seeds 200,000 years ago in a linear time, and how it's paying off now. It's really, really, literally now, in this moment, and we are here for it. So I feel like what we're doing today is like a celebration of this, a celebration of the mastery that we all have, that is within our souls and that we brought along. So then we can step into it and we can show that as a mirror for others. People that have absolutely no idea what a mastery is, or what spirituality is, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Once you step into it fully and you accept it and you love it and you honor it for exactly as it is, everybody can see and feel that too. So that's how we change the planet. That's how we manifest this new awareness for not only us, so we can still keep growing and moving and doing the things that we want to do, but also for everybody else. So I feel like it's an important time for all of us, even though we are still in that limbo state. I feel like a lot of things are focusing and getting more tangible with this Lion Gate too, which is another very important date. And then there's the 9/11, and then there's going to always be something. But I feel like a sense of completion with the things that we started so long ago, and even in this embodiment, and even like 1 year ago, that is coming to fruition now. And that it makes me so happy to know that we are doing this together, we are doing this, and that we even have a venue to talk to you guys about it, and that you will spread that energy too. So it just gives me so much gratitude.
Yeah. While you were talking, I saw, that scene on Happy Feet that Mana starts dancing and all of the other penguins dance with him, because it's right at the end, because he spent so much time hiding his dance, and then when he accepted it and he was happy with it, literally Happy Feet.
Yeah.
He danced and everyone danced along, and it feels like this excitement, this union,
and freedom.
Yeah.
Right? So you can
Expression.
be you. Yeah. And you express yourself, and sometimes you're just gonna touch someone and make them dance too, because for so long they thought they shouldn't, right?
Come dance with us.
Come dance with us. Whoever gets that reference. Let's see what people are talking about, because I've been talking like a crazy person, which I do. Oh my God. Ow, ow, ow.
Our favorite crazy person. Let's see. Here. You think you have this great profound idea, and then you wake up the next morning, you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, that's a great, sum up of how it's been in the limbo.
So glad to hear this explanation. It helps a lot.
Good. Yeah. I think that's why I'm compelled to talk like a crazy person.
I love when they give us dates.
Yeah, right?
In the calendar.
Yeah, that's the day I start feeling better. And it also helps us manifesting that.
Yeah, it helps the mindset.
I don't always like when they give dates, because in some instances it brings anxiety into it. But what I feel for it is just peace. It's just like, yes, we are doing it, because it feels true to me. So I wouldn't be telling you this if it didn't feel true to me.
9/11 has been showing up synchronistically so much. It feels like the birthing of something. Interesting to hear Yeshua gave you that date.
Right? Yeah. Oh, well, it was interesting.
9/11 is a number I've been attuned to seeing everywhere for over a year now.
I remember when I'm sorry.
To understand why I kept seeing it. You remember when she said it?
Yeah, when she said it here in Sintra, that we were just seeing everywhere too.
Maybe the ETs will finally arrive.
Let me tell you a secret, sister. The ET is you. You have arrived.
Nice to have a framework.
Yeah, it can be helpful.
What came to my mind was Saturn stationing fully in Aquarius.
Yes.
It's been oscillating between Aquarius and Capricorn for most of the year, but honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, whoever understands more of the astrologic thingy that is happening, I think there's some embasement in that, that message that they give me, but I'm not equipped to explore that.
Flavia looks ready to party. Always. Love that. Keep it simple. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Annie, for bringing us along. It's fun hearing we share the symbols. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Suna.
Hi.
I felt that in prayer today, that appreciation for the fruition.
Yes.
Fruition.
Yes. I think that gratitude is important too.
It lights me up in excitement. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
So much. So emotional. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I think that's why it makes me want to cry too,
Yeah.
because I can feel into everybody's hearts and how much in a collective way we've been working for this. And we are here now. And it feels even weird to say that, right? It's interesting.
Yeah.
I was hearing them saying also that this time is so freaking important that we might reset the whole calendar and everything at some point in the future, like we did with Yasha.
Yeah.
Let's just wait for it.
God. If I don't know dates now, imagine resetting everything.
I was like, oh my God, guys. That was my thought too. Like, let's not do that. That's just confusing.
Let's just not have dates. Happy Feet is a favorite, forever favorite. Yeah, mine too. Dance party.
Oh gosh.
Let's boogie.
Yep.
I saw a UFO a few nights ago. Used to see them every week, but it's been a while until recently. I just wave to and send good vibes to what feels like family.
I talk to them too.
Yeah.
I tell them I can see you. Sometimes they like teleport into my living room, which is fun too.
I missed the 9/11 info. Is that a special day?
Yeah. Did anyone explain? It is. I think you should watch back because I talk like a crazy person, Suna. It will be hard to explain. It's just that the day we will start feeling better in a way, like in our bodies and everything, we are in a limbo kind of state. And now everything is coming together. And Yeshua gave me that date, which was
2020. Like,
yeah.
A little over a month.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yes.
Ooh, I can't wait for it. I'll tell you. My body's like, finally.
Yes. Speaking of mastery, Annie, can you share the inspiration behind the painting?
I wanted to draw a little bit of how I see the mountains in Lemuria and how they were. And that's the best that I got, for it. It's like a misty kind of mountain, like in the morning, as soon as the sun was up, I remember sitting in the beach and sometimes with my family, sometimes with my partner, sometimes alone, and just observing either the sea or the mountains. And there were some temples in the mountains too, and that kind of stuff. So I feel like the mountains were significant for Lemuria. And there's still some of it in Hawaii, right? In Maui, I think. There's still a part of, sorry, my throat, that is still there. So I wanted to paint or try to what I saw. And that's what I came up with. And then there's the symbol of union, like divine union with yourself.
Being able to discover and heal my own traumas through my studies and those alchemical practices, despite all those happenings around the world, made me feel so empowered.
Yeah.
Now I'm writing my final exams in psychotherapy, so it's all aligning and embodying mastery on all levels. Yay. That is so cool.
That's so cool, Eva. Congrats. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm just, starstruck a little bit. It's like, yay.
I see the whole star fleet above us in the sky here. Thanks for the explanation of 9/11.
Yeah, they show up a lot here too.
Yeah. The painting looks beautiful. Can feel the Lemurian energy in it. Totally. I talked to the mountains when I lived in Hawaii.
Oh my God. So when she said she lived in Hawaii, I could feel as if I lived there too. It's like I connect to your heart and I could feel the mountains and it feels so good. So thanks
Yeah.
for sharing that moment with me for a second, Brandy.
I just saw that my mom sent me an email at 2:22, and the subject has 911 in it.
See, it's gonna start popping up for a lot of you now.
You did that. Didn't try to. Thank you for sharing that. Oh.
Thanks.
Yes, so ready. It's been a path of perseverance.
Mhm.
My bodies feel lighter. My body, yes, feel lighter and more.
I think that sometimes the body needs to like dates, you know, it's a very human thing, and that's good too, you know. So I felt relief too when Yeshua told me about it. Like, oh, thank God, because I don't know for how much longer I can keep doing this. So that's gonna be great. I love you too, Mai.
Hi.
Okay, so let me see if there's anything else for me to share before we start the ceremony. Just gonna drink some water from my huge jug of water.
Just for everybody to drink some water and breathe and appreciate, like build yourself a little bit and appreciate all that you've been through and all
Yeah,
that you
like,
created. It's a masterpiece.
really is.
I'll drink some water too.
Yep. You tell people to drink water, you should have some. That's the other thing that is being very, very important and is coming up a lot is drink more water.
Yes.
Everybody, please keep breathing. Yeah. Water is very helpful with all of these downloads we are receiving. It's the way that your body transmits the energy, most of it at least is through water. So if you feel any bloating too, that's normal. So drink more water when that happens, not less. Lemon water can help too, because it alkalizes, I don't know, the body, and it helps. And
eat some oranges.
And I don't know how you guys been feeling regarding food, but I haven't been feeling very hungry lately, and I want to mostly drink stuff than eat. So I've been drinking like protein shakes and stuff like that, and lots of tea and water.
Yes.
So maybe that's a common thing too that more people are going through. It's like I always get that on summer anyways, but as we are mostly inside the house and it's not that hot, I don't think I could associate with that. So it's just,
Yeah. We're not even wanting ice cream. We just want to drink
nothing's
stuff.
like none of those things either. It's like true like sugar.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, if just feeling more of that lately. It's like feeling lighter in a way. I like the intermittent. Am I pronouncing it right? Fasting.
Intermittent? I think so.
I like doing it when my
too.
body allows me to. I like doing it. It feels good in my body.
Yeah.
It's hot around here. Here in South America, it's cold. Oh,
that is true.
2 days. So for me, it's tea. You're having like hot tea, Duda? What kind of tea?
Yeah.
That's great, Sona.
I've moved my diet to 50% fruits and 30% vegetables and 20% nuts and
You said
grains.
vegetables. I saw vegetables and I want to eat them. It's like steamed.
We just said we don't feel like eating.
We don't feel like eating like
vegetables.
I like it. Yeah, but it's like my body is craving more of the simple stuff too, and even like simple foods instead of eating like lots of types of food in the same meal. It's like if I want to eat potatoes, I just want to eat potatoes or just carrots, not like lots of things at once. Also, it's like my body feels like give me a break, let me chew.
I feel less hungry and drinking a lot, but that sugar gives me comfort.
Yeah, so it does for me too, and it comes and goes. So I feel you there, and it's also it's like a mechanism of your body to help you ground. You're gonna sleep, Duda, with that tea you're having.
Mint chamomile. How is erva doce in English? I forgot. Rosemary is alecrim.
No, like star anise or something like that. It's the seeds
It-
that is inside them.
Really?
Yeah.
Inside.
It's the thing that Don keep trying to
We
find
found
here.
it. We
yeah,
found
yeah.
it.
But I mean, he kept trying everywhere, and we couldn't find it because we didn't know the
I
translations.
didn't know it was. No.
What?
I have no maturity, Julie.
What are you saying, Flavia? Why are you laughing? Because it resembles
Anise.
anals?
Well, in Portuguese it is.
My God. Star anise. See? That's what it was. She's not saying anals. She's saying it like in English. What's your problem?
You want only
gosh.
one problem.
Sometimes I just don't eat. Not enough, or it just happens. And
Yeah.
sometimes sugar seems necessary. Exactly.
Yes.
I'm never getting through the same thing, Geoffrey.
There are so many berries here, blueberries, and through the woods, my raspberry bushes are so abundant.
Ooh,
Yesterday
Oh.
I picked cloudberries. in the
that sounds
marshes.
amazing. Like picking your own
Cloudberries.
berries. Yesterday I was peeling an apple. I think it was yesterday.
Mm.
Peeling an apple, and I was thinking, I want to have some apple trees. It's like at
Yes.
least 3 Granny Smith's apple
Mhm.
trees.
Oh yeah.
I want
And
that in my life.
walnut trees. How
Yeah.
is it called? Walnut tree? I don't know. We are using the iced tea recipe added to weak coffee every day.
Who's saying that?
Joff. That is so
Oh.
cool.
That's nice. I'll come up with more of those recipes. You know, I think that you guys kind of liked it.
Mhm.
The teas from Isis.
Yes.
So I'll try to come up with this. I even thought about writing a whole book about it, you know, with
Yeah.
teas and all sorts of recipes from Isis, you know, like the moon water and all kinds of things.
Mhm.
But, you know, writing a book sometimes is just a bit much. So I'm trying to find a way to, I don't know, mingle all those things
Yeah.
together.
I have been drinking some juice fruits and vegetable juice.
I'm
I love
laughing of
those.
Duda trying to help. Anis, yes.
Okay, yeah, so now we post a picture of the cloudberries. I have no idea what they are.
Yeah. How's your book coming along? It's almost done. I have like 1 or 2 chapters to write for the final one, which are 3. So I already have like the whole trilogy ready. And we will try to find someone to translate it for us, you know, someone else. Because we thought we could do it. And we realized we can't because it's too much work.
Yeah.
And so we're probably going to pay someone to do it. And yeah, as soon as that's ready, we're going to try to find like someone to print it.
Mm-hmm.
I might send it to you first, Corey, so you can, you know, give me some pointers, like write a review or something.
How about the card deck that you wanted to create?
Yep, that's on the list too.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's coming. We have like
yes.
2 in mind. Don't want to give you spoilers yet, but we are very excited
Very
about
excited.
it. So,
do you know about International Womb Blessing in August 3rd?
what?
No.
What is?
Duda asked, do you know about an International Womb Blessing in
Huh,
August 3rd?
no.
Didn't know that.
That is really cool. Like it.
Yeah.
Send us the information later, Duda.
Yes. So cool. Okay.
Okay, so any more questions about the energies, things you're feeling in your body? Let's just get that part over with, and then we're going to open up for other types of questions. That's what I'm getting. So anything else related to how you've been feeling and all of it. We're going to do a ceremony more interactive today. I think we've been doing that more, which I feel is more empowering.
Interacting?
Yeah, I'm going to ask questions and people will share.
Oh.
Or at least I hope they will. So I won't be talking by myself. I can always use you. as my
Mm-hmm.
lab rat,
Of course.
which is great. Of course. Já triste. So no more questions? All
Single
good?
tear.
Can we start? What?
Single teardrops.
That's what sisters are for. Já chorando.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question I have for you about your mastery. Let me see how I phrase this. Let's go, girls. So I had to. Let's start with the simple stuff. Do you truly believe you are a master? Do you truly believe you are a master? Right now, exactly as you are, human as you are, in this second, wearing whatever clothes it is that you are, whatever it is that you're doing with your life, right at this second, do you believe you are a master? It's like, does your body believe you are a master? Ask your body now, connect with your body. So if you want to just breathe and, give yourself some time and ask your body. So let's do it along, Flavia. So do you believe you are a master?
Yes, my body believes so more than my mind.
Really?
Yes.
That's nice. Do I believe I'm a master? Yes, I do, and my body is getting there. Yeah, my body is not so sure. My body's like, but really? And my mind still goes a little bit, but really? But when I step outside, I can feel it. So can you feel, even if your mind is telling you no, even if your body is telling you no, can you find a way to step outside of that point of view? Breathe and step outside and just look from another point of view, from a higher point of view. I don't like using the word higher, but you understand what I mean, right? Like from your higher self, from, just look outside of you. And then can you feel that you are a master? Just breathe a little bit, and that's the first steps, like seeing from the outside and feeling into it. I realized that my ego interferes too, Eva. It's not that my mind or my body don't believe, it's my ego. My inner child still goes like, but will I be giving you options? Will I stop being relevant? Because that's the job that the ego has, right? To give you options, to show you duality so you can choose, so you can have an expression, an individual expression on earth. So the ego goes like, but will I still be relevant if I am a master? And then I step outside. So I'm showing you my process. So maybe that can help you. If it doesn't, please let me know, because then we're going to try something else. I step outside and I can see the job that the ego does for me. By giving me options, by giving me the duality so I can play, the polarity so I can create with, and to keep me safe too, So I see that it's a job that it plays. And right now it's playing this job very well because it's giving me the option to choose or not to believe. So change your perspective. Look at yourself from the outside. Just being that energy and share how you're feeling. Let me read what people are saying before. A little bit further. Okay. Yep, trusting yourself.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not alone, Brandy. Consciously, yeah, but I feel hesitation too. Yeah. I think that we pinpointed it with the ego thing.
Yeah.
That's what's coming up for us. The brain says no and the heart says yes. That's good. See that it's like the brain comes from the ego part. The body doesn't. My mind and the body not sure. Same here, Flavia. Like the body knows and the mind is still like, my body believes it. Less though. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to express, Julie. It's like I believe it, but my body's like, but sometimes I hurt. Sometimes I don't feel good. So why? Could that be mastery?
Yeah, it comes and goes. For me, like I'm answering based on how I feel right now.
That's all we need
Yeah.
to do. Masters with room to expand and improve, always, right? My body said work in progress. Exactly. My heart believes it, but my body and mind have a harder time aligning to it. Good. My heart says, hell yeah. My mind questions. I know. My body is like, get on with the program. Exactly. When I feel divinity, it all makes sense. Yes. I'm going to come back to that sentence later. Remind me. The making sense thing. I feel like I'm in my heart. Yeah, when you feel into it, it's just like that. It's like, oh, of course I'm a master. What? Am I crazy? I was a master, but I'm not feeling it in its fullest in a current state. So that calls for more inner questioning. It's like the self inquiry thing. So we might go to that. So whoever is feeling like not still, that's the other technique we can use. Is like asking yourself why. Why? Now that's the next step. If there's anything that is telling you, if it's your body, if it's your mind, if it's your heart, if it's whatever, your ego, why is it that I'm not a master? Or what is keeping me from my mastery right now? So let's just go with the first thing that comes to you. It's like not overthinking, not trying to find any excuses, or trying harder to connect with your higher self so your higher self can give you an answer. If an answer comes and it makes you feel like a little uncomfortable and you don't want to share, it's fine. I would suggest you do anyway, because we are all family here, and you are very safe, and we're very grateful that you do. So what is the answer? Like, if anything in your body, so leave it like, oh, I'm 10% there. What is that? I'm 90% there. There's only 10% left. So my body can be on board. So what is it stopping you? What is it in your body that is stopping you? What is it in your mind or your ego that is stopping you from fully believing you are a master? Because that's what it is. You being a master or not, it's, first of all, it's not a question. You are. We all are. So I can say, I am. Of course, I am a master. I am a master of this earth game. I've always been a master because I created it. Everything in my world, I created it. From God within me, I can see everything outside. How could I not be a master of this reality? Of course I am. And then the body goes like, but right now I'm feeling a little no menstrual cramp, and I don't think that's mastery. So what is it that is telling you no? And why? Feels like I'm not allowed to step outside and feel it, like I am stuck in getting the answer. So just breathe and question that instead. Why is it that I don't feel free to do it? Giving ego a different job. Yeah, right? It's like, it's good keeping the ego occupied sometimes, like giving it something. Like, I close my eyes and I see a black door. That's nice. It's
Mhm.
like, can you step into your mastery? That's good. We might do that soon, Duda. That's part of the meditation you're already seeing. If you take a moment to align, then it's all yes, exactly. For some of us, it might be easier to align though than others. So we are going through. So if you can't, so just uh, step outside and observe yourself and feel it in your heart, then we are. I'm trying to give you other techniques to use. So let me know if it's working or whatever's going on with you. My body is still going through the great forgetting. What does that mean to you? Let's say to your body. What does that mean? My heart and body believe in more than my mind. I think where I get hung up is in the word master because I associate that with perfection. Having mastery over something means you no longer struggle with that aspect. Um, that's the conventional, I'll say, the thing we were made to believe. You know, thing that was fed to us as beings for a very long time, not even with religion, with so many other things that we need to be perfect. But what is perfection? Is perfection something that is always out there, and you can ever get it? Because that's how the idea of perfection feels like to me when I think about it. It's like my body's perfect when it reaches that point, but once you reach that point, you want to do something more. So, what if perfection is creativity? What if we change that perspective? It's like I want to keep creating. So, I don't want to settle to be a master because I want to keep creating. And I think we come back to that, what the ego was saying. It's like, yeah, but if I'm a master, then how do I grow? So, why is it that we started believing that we would stop growing if we became masters?
I think that that's the main thing, to be a master and you keep on learning because you're always open, and you're always giving opportunities to yourself to expand and you accept what it is.
Because a true master is always a teacher and a
Yeah.
student. You're both all the time. We are both all the time. And I think that we can attest to that, all of us. It's like there is that one little thing that you've taught someone. And if you can't think of anything, just let me know because I'm going to tell you something you taught me. So my body hasn't integrated yet. That's good because I'm not creating what it jumped.
It jumped.
It
Right.
happens. Creating what I want when I want. That's a good answer, Brandy, because I feel like a lot of us feel stuck because
Mhm.
we learned, well, not only we learned, but we have some cellular memory of other embodiments of us that can manifest things as fast as we can think about something. And that's our nature as divine creators. And then we come to a field where things do not work like that most of the time. I won't say it's important, but as we still live in a place where we have material stuff, they take a while to be built. And think about a child being born. Think about building a chair so you can sit on it. You start by having the idea, okay, I want a chair. Okay, so what do I need to get a chair? Do I build it myself? Do I go out and buy it? Do I start making the money to it? And it always has the option to take an action,
Mhm.
right? So to take that action by the inspiration of your higher self, that's what a body gives us, to be able to take an action at all. So an action can be anything. It can be, oh, I'll move outside, I'll do this, I'll do that. Or an action can be breathing. An action can be kissing, eating, hugging your children. So all of it, ooh, I'm listening to the frequency. All of it comes down to, I think, for most of us, when we have that feeling, is the needing to forgiving ourselves for choosing to be human again. Or for even starting Lilith says that all the time. It's like it's time we forgive ourselves for being creative and creating duality, creating polarity. I think that we come back to that a lot. If you trace it back, most of our fears and our insecurities trace back to that. Master of nothingness, no one, and does everything until my ego steps in, and the ideas that pull me out of the bliss. Ego loves to play in the games. Yeah, and it gives us options, not allowing it to be so. For inner child, that everyone has told me that I was wrong my whole life, and I was seeing things that were real. So she still thinks she has to look out for. Yeah, that's a common thing for every indigo child or whatever it is that we label it that we are. So there's a lot of love that is needed there with that inner child. No, sitting with her and validating her and knowing that needing validation is okay, and not always going aside from it. I'm not worthy. That was the first thing in my head. Yep, that's a big one. And I think it goes back to that thing that we created duality. So everything that ever happened that was bad by our own definition of bad in the world is my fault. We need to forgive that thought. That's the only way we can move past that, is through it. So it's allowing her to look at me instead and collaborate. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Something is afraid of change, afraid of to let go. Yes. So maybe question further. What is it afraid of? That's what Joffrey said. My body is still in the programming where it was not aware of its spiritual nature. How can you help the body move along with that? Sometimes we have a distorted picture of being a master. Yeah. Let's see what's happening here.
Scrolled very fast.
Okay. I think that is stopping me to get there is old beliefs, old and heavy energies, like thinking that I always act with love and being a fool. But I am ready to let this go. Exactly, because if you think about it, love is everything, right? Love is everywhere. It's in everything because the whole construct of our world comes from love. Every molecule in this universe is love. So everything you've ever done, if you considered it good or bad, it's always been love anyway. So maybe that's a good way to compromise with your mind when it tells you that you're being a fool for being, love. Well, if I act upon it, I'm doing it with love. And if I don't, I'm still doing it with love. The non-action is still love. I am a master because only source exists. But the mind always doubts because everything doesn't instantly manifest. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So it's the human condition. It's forgiving the human condition, I think. The same thing as Lilith always says. I love that explanation about mastery being creative rather than perfection. Awesome way to transmute it in my mind and body. I feel more aligned with my heart. Good. Thank you. Ego concept of perfections, unattainable. Unattainable. I think real mastery is being comfortable with omnipresent expansion and growth. Yes, I think being a master is accepting and seeing everything as it is and still allowing it to be what it is, and just, it's not something that we need to attain. That's where I was getting with this. Everything else that is telling you that you don't have it, that you are not it, it's just the same thing as telling that you're not God, because God is always that mean guy that is sitting up there judging you, that is always wanting you to get screwed. That makes no sense. So if that's what your ego is for you, we are always fighting against it. It's the same thing as having that God outside of you judging you. If we allow our egos to do that, play that role for us, it will, because it helps us, because it gets you to this point in which you can make a choice about this. So if that's ever been a construct in your mind, that you ever believed that God was that very mean guy that was sitting up there judging you, and you needed to do everything according to that plan, and otherwise you would go to hell or whatever that is, how did you get out of that construct? Did you ever do anything? Wasn't it just that you just awoke? That's what we call it. And we started feeling things different. So embodying our mastery is very personal. We are embodying our mastery. Every single step that we take, every breath that we take, we are always embodying our mastery. But mastery looks like everything. It looks like what we are doing now. It looks like you in your work doing what you do. It looks like you taking a shower. It looks like you eating or feeding your cat. It looks like you walking down the street. It looks like you praying. It looks like you meditating. That's what mastery looks like. You are God in a physical body. You created this body molecule by molecule. Think about that. Every single thing you did, everything in your reality, if you look and you can see the screen of your computer or your phone, you created that. Every molecule, everything around you is a reflection of your mastery. So I think it's a matter of breathing and allowing that truth to be present, and not trying to fit mastery into a pattern. It's like, oh, that's a master. For example, Yeshua. Jesus is a master. He could walk on water. He could turn water into wine. Or at least that's what the story tells. Some of us were there. We can remember seeing that being made. Some of us need to believe in each other's words, right? So we think that he could. But even if he did, so you think that, for example, let's keep using you as an example. Yes, okay, thank you for letting me. So he was only a master when he was healing the blind. But when he was taking a shit, nope, not a master anymore. I'm going to take off my master mask, and I'm not going to be it anymore. Or when he was just feeding his children, because he'd had many of those. Or when he was just bathing or swimming or running or playing with the kids. Or when he was angry. Right? So I think that the other thing that we do is that we want to compare our mastery with other people's mastery. So that's the next question. Do you compare your mastery with other people's mastery? Do you, Flavia?
Yes.
Yes. Of course I do. The next question is, can you see everyone else's mastery?
Yes.
Yes. So where is the dysfunction there? With us bringing that into our awareness of us. Yep. So, and then we can see the mastery in everybody. It doesn't matter who that is. Why are you so special that you are outside of the gate of master? That's Yeshua, by the way. Why is it that you think you're so different, so special, that everybody else is a master, but you are not? How did that come about? Don't you think your ego is playing like a big game here with you? So now let's question the ego. Why? Why does the ego play that game with us? Exactly because of the reason that we think that once we reach perfection, there's nothing else to improve. And we want to keep improving. That's where it all comes back to. So then, why would we keep on incarnating? on Earth, on other planets. Think about that now. Dulce, do you mean that they will hurt you or hurt themselves? Thanks, Jennifer. I start like talking like a crazy person. Yes, people have all sorts of masters. Like we were saying, like when we are being a pain in the ass, that's a master being a pain in the ass. That's God being a pain in the ass. And everything you do with mastery. And also, I think that on Earth, in this paradigm, don't taught me how to say paradigm. Am I saying it right now? In this whole paradigm of Earth, we chose a set of skills. So we could differ from each other. So we could feel that difference, so we could feel like we are always improving, so we have things to learn and to teach each other's, or to remember each other off, or remember with each other, paradigm. I'm gonna forget at some point, I will. But anyways, so I'm afraid of arriving because the game will be over. Yes, doesn't that feel like very true? To me it does. It's like if I arrive at any mastery, then am I just, the world is just gonna stop existing and everything is gonna be, like jumping into an abyss of nothingness? I don't want that. So I'm gonna keep creating other stuff. And that's the truth. We will keep creating other stuff. But how well can you live? How does it feel to always be chasing something? And how would it feel if you could just step into the truth that you are a master? It doesn't matter what's happening. And I'll tell you something else. It comes and goes. It will keep coming and going. It's like we say that having the moment. Sometimes we do, right? I think that that's another truth of Earth, the whole paradigm. It's like, okay, I feel great. But those moments of feeling great, of stepping into that awareness that you are a master of this reality, they can be more frequent. You can gain access to that. And sometimes we will be just like, there's something that Tio Swan says that is funny to me. It's like, oh, I'm having a shadow moment. Is that what it is? She's like, when she is like embodying her ego, she says, I'm having an ego moment. So just,
Yeah, leave her be.
let her be, and let her rant, let her be crazy. I do that a lot. I'm like, I need to get this out there. And then you just, get it out there. And then you breathe and you ask yourself, is that my truth? Is that my truth that I am ever arriving in a point? Let's explore that. Where do you think you are going from, and where is it that you want to reach? Because your ego will tell you that. It's like, oh, we are arriving at some place because you are a master. Like enlightenment. It's like, oh, we need to walk this path. Who created the path? And why is it a path? And where did it start? And where will it end? Just ask yourself those things. Let's do the Lilith thing. Where is it? How is it? We all have our roles to play, and sometimes it's the villain. Huh? Why? Why do we label the villain and then there's the victim? So when you see yourself or anyone else as a villain, it still feels empowering, right? It's like they are villain. They know what they are doing and they are getting somewhere with it. They are taking action. But then if you look at the other side, if there's a villain, there's a victim. Do you think that anyone is ever disempowered in any situation that is happening? Doesn't it take away from the truth of your divinity? Didn't God choose to live through that? So how is it that anyone is a victim? So how could anyone be a villain? I'm just brainstorming. It's blasphemous, really, for lack of a better word, to think that we aren't masters and we are in God. Not saying it's wrong, it's just insane. Exactly, it's insane. And it's okay too. Most of us, like we did in the beginning, most of us, like, there's still that thing that's like, we are almost there. Why is it that we are almost there, right? I've got being a pain in the ass master. Well, you've got being master of many things done. Not only that, can you forgive them for hurting you to help you empower yourself? Exactly. I have a really hard time seeing villains as masters too. How do we see those who traffic, rape, torture, and kill children as masters and gods? I know we all have roles to play, but I'm struggling with this one. It's exactly the thing that I was saying about it. We don't need to understand. I think that that's the bottom line. We don't need to agree, but we don't need to be feeling rage and anger towards that either. You know, there is an in between, I feel like, that you find. And it's the same thing as seeing your mastery. It's the same thing as just breathing and asking yourself, is that my truth? For how long am I going to allow that to be my truth? And to choosing love all the time. And that's something we are masters of too. And that's a practice too. To keep choosing love, to keep choosing, even if you can't understand or relate or see love in them. Can you see love in you enough so you step outside of that energy field? Because at some point that's going to stop anyway, you know but the more we give energy to it, I am a firm believer that that's how energy works on earth. What you feed grows, right? So the more we give energy into it, you don't need to talk about it. You don't need to. That gets things worse because words are powerful and sound is powerful and written words is powerful. That gives you more energy. But I'm a firm believer that the more you give something energy, the more energy it has. And energy is everything. Energy transforms. It becomes reality. So I think that maybe our thing is not trying to understand or trying to see them differently or anything. It is aligning our truth, aligning our energy, and paying attention to what are we feeding within ourselves and in our collective. And trying to keep doing that and doing that and doing that. Because it gets easier every day. Because I had a really, really hard time with that too, Julie, when I was starting this path, I'll say. And not even starting, it's like just time ago. And then I learned that for me to be able to keep stepping into love and sending that love, before I could send the love, before I could see love in that and see God in that and everything, I needed to remove myself from it. It's like, I can't be seeing this. And then I felt like, oh, I'm such a coward. It's like, or I'm super naive, because that's happening everywhere in the world and I don't want to see it. And if I'm not seeing it, then I'm not feeling it. Exactly. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not creating it. And then I am helping the other side of the force, So I am growing the love. I am expanding the love. I am expanding the awareness of love instead of the awareness of that fear that generates that thing. So the more I do it and the more I can contaminate people with this truth, the less we will create of that. That's what I believe. That's how I see energy happening on Earth. So it's not like we should neglect it and not see it. And if it's happening, in your awareness, you should do something about it. And, there's just so many ways we can raise awareness and raise our vibrations and also help with those things if we are to. But if it's just something that is, it's happening in the world or whatever that is, maybe it's not sending the quote unquote villain more energy. It's sending those people that are being abused energy. and finding that in between, and connecting with their hearts and empowering them through your prayers, through your love. That's mastery too. All of it. And then by going through it, that's clearly mastery. And we do this with our body too. We can see the love in the other's body, but we judge our body all the time. Exactly. And that's one thing that keeps telling me that I'm not a master. That's my bottom line, that I can't see my body as being perfect as it is. And I had to find a middle ground to help me. Why does there have to be a path? Exactly. But if there's a path, so what is it for us, right? This is very much in line with the indigenous traditions of my culture. We don't believe in evil or good. People have a strong chi, is that how you pronounce it? Where is able to live out their mission. Yes. It's not a question of whether it's good or bad. It's just a mission. Can you fulfill it or not? That's it. Yeah. The victim and the villain is triggering. Oh my God. Always love reflecting our minds back to us. Even rapist loves reflecting back fear or belief. And yeah, and at some point we will stop creating that. That's where I go to when I think about that. It's like, okay, if we are all masters and we are all here for this, how are we still creating that? And I think that that's where we get stuck in that fear, because we keep judging ourselves. So judging ourselves is not helping. So what is the next thing we can do to help change that energy? Maybe it's just in my mind. I'm very practical. So I try to find the solution. That's the other thing. It's like focusing on the problem doesn't help. So what is the solution? How can I help doing it? So how do we as a collective stop creating that whole idea of it? I think the answer for us is very particular. I shared mine, but it doesn't mean that's your truth. Mine is more of a standby, compassionate view than taking action. But for some people, it might be taking action. Yeah, nature is love, but they are enacting hate. It must be heard. Hard. Oh yeah. I think about that too. How hard it is of a mission on both sides. What did Julie say? If we give energy to raising awareness of it and donating money to those who can rescue these children, is that feeding the problem or helping it? I think it depends on your intention. That's the only thing. That's the bottom line. So your intention is to give love, to help, because you can do something about it. Like I said, the action is giving money to it, so then those people can help. Your intention is what counts. Suna, I'm still to master staying away from it. Not sure if I want to. Yeah, that's a whole discussion, right? The victim and the villain and everything. And it is harder to see mastery in all of that. And it's a call for our own compassion, I think, for both sides. It's like we said, if we can at least agree that it's all love, it's all God. Let's use the word God because it's easier. Everyone is God. So learning to trust that and have compassion for whatever mission it is that they chose to experience on earth right now, while establishing our direction, because that's the only thing that we can do. We can never take action for someone else, right? We can start today doing things that are better for us. And that's why self-love always comes to play, because then if you work with the idea of oneness, that everybody is one, the more you love yourself, the more people love each other. So let's see what's the next step in the mastery thingy. So going back to that when we started talking about it, because we discussed why is it that we don't feel like we are masters. So going back, once you've answered those questions for yourself, even if we didn't discuss it right now, when you are present with your body or with your mind or with your ego, when the answer is no, that you are not a master, can you now breathe and step outside and try to feel the mastery? Once we've been through all of that, once we talk about all of it and try to see things from different perspectives, can we breathe and feel it? It even makes me want to like smile. It feels silly. To me, my inner child. Even my inner child is like, oh, you don't say. I was trying to find the English way to say it. So how are you guys feeling right now? What?
Do you have water?
You put here?
Yes.
Water?
Which?
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah.
Did I put you to sleep, guys? I'm sorry.
Did I put you to sleep?
Happens. How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
Just
divine,
share away if you're feeling triggered,
calm.
whatever that is. That's
I
good.
feel snuggly. That was fantastic outpouring. Relaxed, feel good. Peaceful.
That's nice. Anyone else wants to share how they're feeling? How are you feeling, Flavia?
Feeling good.
Feeling
myself.
I heard that. I feel the same way. Brandy, stable.
Yeah.
It's like grounded.
Mhm.
Peace, sleepy. That's
Mhm.
peace too. And respect your body, Julie.
Yeah.
That might be good. I'm feeling now some activation happening in my heart chakra, so don't mind me. I'm getting a cramp that goes from this muscle here, like in my heart, and all the way here, and all the way to my arm. So I'm just hanging here, waiting for it to stop because it really hurts. But that's not me. That's my dream. I just awoke something in him, and I feel the pains because I did it. It's only fair. Empowered. That's nice. My heart was beating harder. Still being activated in my heart. Yeah, me too. And I think that's the doorway. Everything is in your heart. There's like an infinite portal in your heart. And I think that the best way we have to find the truth is walking through one of those doors. What is happening with you, Flavia? Would you mind sharing with us?
You were saying everything happens in our hearts, and then I immediately saw my heart space. That is the one, the cave behind the waterfall. And this time, the entrance of the cave had a lot of decorations, and it wasn't just a a cave wall. It was.
It's like you live there.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. Some cute lights.
Yeah. So let's ask now, what put you in that state? That feeling good, that peaceful, that stable, the empowering, the calm. What you're feeling right now, what put you in that state? What brought you that expansion of your heart? Trying to balance awareness to stay with you guys and not bliss out. It's okay if you bliss out. Joffrey is still here. I feel that Yasha wants to speak more. That's why Annie's got pain in her right shoulder. Yasha always wants to speak more. If he's gonna shoot pain in my body every time he wants to speak, I will be laying down in pain all the time. So let's talk about what put you in that state of peacefulness. Because that's mastery. Can we call that mastery?
Of course.
That just, everything you said, can you feel that as like a, is it true to you? I don't want to put words in your mouth, of course. For me, how it feels as I question myself about how I'm feeling, feels like certainty. Does it feel like certainty to you?
Yes.
It's like, yes. Whatever that is, I'm certain about it. Can we call that mastery? So whatever put you in that state, that's your pathway to finding that again. So as I said, embodying your mastery is very personal. Finding the way to realize that, because that's all it is, to be able to see that. It's very personal for all of us. For me, it was putting it all out there. That's my path. Is sharing, is getting it out of me, you know? I am a verbal processor. I need to speak to, because I'm so connected to sound, I can't only think. I need to put it out. So whatever that is for you, you know, that's a way for you to remember that. That's your point of connection that can, you know, spark that back in you. Does that make sense as a practice for you to have? My voice was gone for a second. So you said the realization of my divine spark. Seeing clearly, breathing, acceptance, and his explanation of mastery. See, I'm reminding you of something you already had done. So if it makes sense to you, if you can even understand the word, that's because there's something that is there in you. So whatever was that thing that I just help you ignite that.
You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't your truth.
Yeah. Thinking about the presence, everything is mastery is what I'm getting from this. Yes. Acceptance, that I trust. So what's happening?
I dropped my ring.
The face you made was so fun. Oh, just so sad. Does that work as a process for you to help you embody your mastery in your daily life? Whatever that was for you, does that help? And do you still want to do like a meditation together? I'll let you know if he holds after 9/11. Okay. You are a great communicator and teacher. Thank you. I love it, so I talk to myself constantly. Yeah, I know. I'm very physical, so the yoga made me blissful. Then hungry, so I'm eating some fresh. Oh, that's nice. Being with you all make me blissful. Me too, Sona. Seeing Annie and
That's-
Flavia give me so much joy in hearing you giggles. No, we do that a lot, so I'm glad it doesn't annoy you.
Right.
33% battery on my laptop. 10, 33. Real confirmation of mastery. And I see 3, 3. Yes, it's the number of mastery.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's good. So whatever process was it that we did here today, that's something you can explore on your own, that you can do with yourself whenever it is that
Sorry. Hiccups.
I like to give it emphasis. I like to give it its own time and a place on the stage as it's happening.
I try to, make it silent. It
Stop.
did like.
Whatever process it is that we did here today, you can, do it in your own time whenever it is that you are wavering from your mastery or you think that you're not a master. And we're going to do like a meditation together now. And then you have this, in your arsenal so you can use. So that's why I wanted to do it for everybody too, like the all tiers and everyone has access. I might even make it
Public?
Yeah, on
Later?
YouTube so
Yeah.
other people can watch it. So do you guys want to pee before we do this?
Absolutely.
Yep, I think
You know
I
what
want
I
to pee.
feel like?
Peeing?
That's true.
Don't do it.
I feel like exploring the world. Like, let's go out and
Let's
explore
go.
the world.
Yes. Let's go explore our village.
Backyards.
Yeah. Talk to the dogs.
Yeah.
You all, everybody. Seeing that I was birthing a new earth through pain and suffering, I did my thing. I love the master. Oh my God, I've been a master all along. Now it's time to birth through love, compassion, and joy.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Do you see, like, you're giving us such a beautiful example as we are always growing, and it's not wrong. Whatever it is that's working through the pain and suffering, that's a powerful freaking mastery too, and it's not wrong doing that. And also choosing something different from that is not wrong either. It doesn't take away from your mastery. It doesn't make you any weaker. It's beautiful and it's loving. And the more you are loving to yourself, the more everyone else in the world and the galaxy and the universes and everything else feels that love. So that's beautiful, Brandy.
Yeah.
And you're talking like a crazy person, and Flavin trying to hide her giggling hiccups give me joy. I'm glad, Suna.
Mastery of being.
See?
And that's what
I
you heard
am a master
before,
of
the
that.
casa or kisa or something.
What?
Before you were saying like kissing is also mastery, and she heard casa or kisa, that is a Swedish word that means pee.
Oh, see? The master will pee.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that we learned with Chris, Julie.
Yeah.
That every day when you wake up, I think I've shared that before, but anyways, every day when you wake up, you can say the master is awake. It's like you are setting the whole bed. You don't need to believe. We say it sometimes, or we say it to each other. Like when I wake up, I send her a text. I was like, the goddess is awake. And it's so silly. And it makes me laugh. So you see, like you already put yourself in that vibration. So maybe we should all do that. It's like the master is awake. It's like the first thing you say, to yourself when you open your eyes, or just write it down and let it, next to your bed if you will forget, because that's me. So that's why I text her.
Yeah.
It's like the goddess is awake. The god is awake. The master is awake.
And
let's try that. Should we try that? Let's try that until our next live, Let's make that like a daily thing that we do every day when we wake up. It's like the master is awake. You don't need to feel it. It can be silly. It can make you laugh.
You can type it in the Discord chat.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It's like whenever it is that you wake up, just send it on Discord.
And
the
then
master is awake. Yes. I have arrived. Exactly.
I have arrived.
The goddess is awake. When you get somewhere and say the goddess is here. That's so good. Because it feels silly, but that's true. And you don't need to even believe it. But the more you say it, the more you get your body used to the idea, your mind used to the idea. So that's a very simple practice that we can all do together. Let's do it.
Let's
The queen
do it.
is woke. Yes, that's good. Whatever version of it works for you.
Yes.
Let's start doing that. I love the idea of arriving at a place and saying that to Julie. Can you imagine? It's like you get in someone's house. The goddess is here. It's just so cool. Reading a folded paper when retiring and arising. Yes, it's great programming technique. Exactly. So it's like you are always telling yourself, it's like the master is awake.
I just saw us arriving at Julie's and saying, "Rejoice, the goddess are here."
Yep. Just brace yourself for that. Okay, guys, let's
Let's
pee,
be.
and we will be back in a second.
Yeah, I'll
okay?
have to do the thing you're trying to.
No. Here, there's one here.
There's a
No. Don't do that. Don't be weird.
put a lace bag.
My God.
We'll be right back.
Just a second. Oh, fica calma você.
What?
People are still talking. I saw
Oh,
goddess
boy.
like being throwing open the door. Yeah, it's like kicking the door open, like I am here. I'm sorry, my body made a weird noise. It happens too. Okay, guys, let's go
Switzerland
pee
heart-
and
heart.
we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Back soon.
Be like masters.
Don't be weird. Why are you weird? What are you doing?
It didn't work. You folded it too short. Let's try again.
Oh gosh.
We need to buy the thingy.
The
It's
thingy.
working, I think.
It's working.
Let's hope the.
We'll be right back, guys. We love you. We should be right back. Get some water. Hi guys. Are you back?
The goddess are here.
Oh my God, Bobby. You've been waiting this whole time to do that.
My entire life.
Been waiting for this moment.
I've been waiting for this long. I'm
Is
serious.
Okay. Is everybody back? God says hello. That's a good one
Aw.
too, Joffrey.
I like that too.
I don't know how to compete with these emotions, so I'm crying.
Cry.
That video is so good.
It's the best video on the internet.
I'm sure that if Erica was here,
Yeah,
she would probably know.
Yeah.
The master is back, right?
Woot woot.
Okay, so first of all, drink some water. We never left. Yeah, you've been here for the whole craziness and weirdness. Right, Jimena? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, Joffrey. I'm gonna make it public. Priestesses. Awesome. I love that. People are arriving and saying that the goddess is
Yeah.
here and the master is here. Good job, guys. Good job.
Sorry. You're so good.
Okay. Did everybody what?
The jokes.
Please tell the jokes.
Crack addict.
I'm so sorry I said you should tell the joke. Oh my god.
Yasha's laughing.
Of course he's laughing. He's shameless. Gosh. I think... Never mind. I'll do that. Good idea. What?
Laura's eating cake.
I like cake.
I want some cake.
Now Yasha is singing, I like big cakes and I cannot lie. We use that for everything, by the way. Didn't see that one coming. Which one? The crack addict? Oh gosh.
Sorry.
You just lowers my sparkle a little bit. I can't lie. Okay, so let's do a meditation together to anchor this energy. Yes. Everybody on board?
Yes, Captain. This master is eating cheese.
This master is gonna eat cheese in soup very soon too.
Thinking of another friend too who said, what if every woman remembered she was a goddess? Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. I think that's a beautiful perspective for us to take. So let's do that experiment, if you will. And if we don't remember mentioning it in our Ask Us Anything, because that's going to be the next thing we do, like live on Patreon, right? Remind us. What do you want
You
to
said
say?
you asked to remind you of the make sense thing. What was that?
Oh, no, we discussed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
You're welcome.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
That I get into a rant and I forget what I'm talking about. Like, I'll say I get that from Yashua. I'll blame him every time. Okay, so everybody had their water. Everybody peed their water. Let's do a short meditation together. So the first thing I'm feeling guided to is ask you again. Let's say that the theme is embodying our mastery, of course. What would you like me to focus on with this meditation to guide you through? What comes to you when I ask you that? Does it make sense? You look, Flavia looks like... Were you thinking in other jokes,
No.
trying to come up
No.
with other stuff? My question is, what would you like me to guide you through in the meditation? You know? Of course, the focus is embodying your mastery. The first thing that I feel guided to do is ask you, what do you want from this meditation? That's the better question. So then I have a better. I like working with you. Mm-hmm.
Get into my
Yep.
physical body, feeling mastery more in the body.
Yep.
To be honest, being God. Flavia's inner child. Inner, outer. Opening our heart portal, more in aligning with our mind. Confidence.
Mm-hmm. What else? I'll start calling you out just a little bit.
Release from the programmed hierarchy. Aligning mind and body to being God. Remembering all our lives.
That could be a lot.
Right?
For us to do right now. But yeah, remembering that cellular, I understand what you mean, that cellular memory of that mastery that we have. So I think maybe a way to sum it up so it's easier for us all to be like present. It's like grounding that awareness of God within and feeling that confidence and feeling that openness, and that coherence, right? Am I like summing it up well? Whatever is inside, Flav is agreeing. So it's like grounding and being present with the body and fully aware of that divinity, of God within you.
Yes.
And feeling safe while doing so. And fully opened to receive. Fully grounded.
Like a squeaky penguin toy.
Yep.
It's truth when Flavia hits.
It's like, yes! Bringing out the playfulness or creativity. Yeah. That's how we've been setting the mood, Corey. I guess it's kind of we are always in that state.
Yeah.
When we are together, at least.
Present with the body, anchoring in the awareness of God within.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we are going to do. So hold that intention. And if there's anything else that you want to explore, hold that intention true for yourself. I'll just say that there's no need to overdo it in a way or try to think about so many things. Just feel as it feels, because we are bringing that awareness into the physical vessel. That's what we're doing. So if everybody will close your eyes and just start taking deeper breaths or just observing your breath as it comes and goes and how easy it is, how the breath always is. So even when you are not aware of the breath, you're not paying attention to it, the breath is always there. So just be present with that truth for a second. And as you keep observing your breath, you let it expand when it wants, get shallow when it wants, So you're just present with it, with the awareness that is always, always there, always happening. And then I would like for you to start connecting with your heart, your physical heart first. So if you want to put your hand on your chest, try to feel the beats of your heart and how, in its own rhythm, its own pace, it's always beating true. So that's another truth of the body. And how the breath connects with the heart, so we can move the oxygen within your body. And how that process always, always is. For as long as you are in this vessel, this process is going to happen. And it's always allowing you to grow. It's always different. It's always even evolving in a way. And how it allows your body to explore, to remember, to be. And even when you are not aware that the breath is happening, that the beating of the heart is happening, that the oxygen is getting into every cell of your body, even if you're not always in that awareness, it's always ongoing. It doesn't stop because you are not aware of it. So with your next breath, I would like to invite you to see that as your mastery. That even when you are going about your day, you're not thinking, oh, I'm going to breathe now, or my heart's going to beat now. It's a process that is natural to your body, natural to you as a human. So I invite you to make that part of your awareness of mastery. And I invite you to even expand that awareness for breath is energy. The movement of your heart is energy. And energy only transforms, it never dies. So even before your heart started beating, and even after it stops, energy never dies. It transforms into something else. So your mastery had always been and will always be as true as your heart beating right now, as true as your breath. So I will invite you to anchor that energy, to anchor that awareness, and create that coherence with your mind as an answer to give your mind and your body whenever it tells you that you're not a master. As certain as your heart beats, as certain as you take your next breath, before that and beyond, that's your mastery. So just breathe in that truth and allow that to expand as it naturally does through your lungs, into your bloodstream as the oxygen that you breathe, in the air that comes out too. Same as you don't need to set the intention for the oxygen to arrive in the cells and arrive in your toes, in the top of your head, in your ears, your nose. It simply is. It simply works. Just as it was designed by the divine within you. So every time you connect with your breath, every time you connect with the pulsation of your heart, it reminds you of your mastery in this physical vessel. It works as a tool to keep you in that frequency of bliss, empowerment, of trust, surrender, unconditional love, compassion, union, divinity as a whole. So, with you breathing now and bringing that awareness of your mastery into your breath, and allowing it to do its thing, that truth, that frequency is within your whole physical body. Just that easy. And now, for a second, as you take your next breath, just be present with how it feels in your body and the sensations in your body. As you breathe in and you allow yourself to realize that that's your mastery, certain as the breath and the heart, certain as it's moving everywhere in your physical vessel. Allow yourself to feel how it feels in any sensation your body gives to you. Allow it to spread. And as you're doing so, we'll practice an ancient Egyptian technique that as you feel the sensation in your body, as you allow it to be present in your physical vessel, with every breath, every time you exhale, you are sending that coded message, that awareness of your mastery to your light body. So it's mirroring that now. So every time you breathe in, you breathe in the awareness of that mastery, the truth of it, the easiness, the oneness. And every time you exhale, you are sending it to your light body, that information. It's like you are gathering the message from within your DNA. You activate it with your breath. You transform the energy of that encoded message that was within your DNA with your breath. It becomes air. And as the air comes out of your lungs and out of your mouth or your nose, it transforms itself again into some sort of light language coded message that gets integrated in your light body. So you can choose to visualize that or just know that that's happening. I'm just explaining a little bit of the process. So just being present with that awareness that your heartbeat, your breath, That's the certainty of your mastery. And you are so much of a master that you can transmute those energies using your breath and impregnate your light body with that information, feeding the light body that truth. Through the sensations of your body, the awakening that is happening in your body about this awareness, you send that information to your light body. So then your light body can remind you through those same sensations what your mastery feels like. So just breathe, because since you set the intention, since you listened it through my voice, it's happening as easy as you breathe. So just keep observing your breath and observing the beautiful cycle that is your mastery. The coming in and out of your lungs. The beauty of the design, your design, your creation of the oxygen for this physical vessel to be fed with, your creation of air, so that cycle could occur. So that shows you that you have all the tools, because you created the tools. And it's as easy as breathing, as your heart beating, as easy as just turning your awareness to your breath in any given moment of your day. So you're bringing that information from deep within your DNA because you planted it there. You. And you give yourself the power and the tool to awaken it in your perfect divine timing, because you so designed it to be like that. Now I would like for you to turn your awareness to your physical vessel again. Just pay attention in how it feels. And now we'll do the rooting technique. So we will visualize or feel or think of roots coming out of your root chakra or the bottom of your feet, even the palm of your hands. And those roots, they go deep within Mother Earth. So then we can feel Gaia's mastery coming through our roots. That grounding energy, that love, compassion, that motherly feel and fatherly feel. You might even be able to feel the cooling earth in your roots and all those beautiful nutrients, that energy coming from Mother Earth, grounding you, expanding you, becoming one with you. So your mastery is Gaia's mastery, and Gaia's mastery is yours. And this way, we all connect with each other. So we share our mastery too. So even in the moments where we cannot see from ourselves, if we visualize our roots connecting in the center of Gaia, we are all sending our roots there together now. So even when I can see it myself, I can see and feel it in you. I know I'm one with it. So that exchange of energy is always ongoing, such as our hearts beat and our lungs take air, such as we are able to transform energy. We connect through our mastery, through our humanness, through our hearts and voices. So let that grounding come from the center of earth in every layer, coming up through your legs, in your pelvis. Just allow that energy to move all the way in every organ and every bone, every nerve of your body, until every cell of your body is filled with that grounding energy. So you open your root chakra to the acceptance of that grounding, the acceptance of that mastery, and you bring it all the way up to your head, your shoulders, your heart, your lungs. So again, every time you breathe, that oneness, that grounding, that certainty, that openness is being transformed, and it grows, and it transmutes, and it changes, and it's perfect and beautiful as it is. And you mirror that back all the way to your light body with every breath you take, just that simple. So you feel grounded and connected, one with earth, with air, with fire, with water, with spirit, and so much beyond from that. So just be present in that grounding for a while, returning all of your awareness to your physical vessel and how you feel. Just bringing all that awareness into your heart, into your center. That grounding, it all becomes present in your awareness, that it's one with you. And the more you give your body attention, the more it's one with you. So just breathe, and whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Drink some water. And just be present with that energy for a while. And whenever you're ready, share with us how it feels, whatever it is that you want to share with us about this experience. Just take your time. and then let us know how it feels, or what you saw, or whatever it is you want to share.
Strawberry.
Yeah, she's singing. Tastes like strawberries.
I saw a very pretty image of when we were grounding our roots to earth. They were coming down and braiding, like a braid, hair braid, and they reach the bottom and then they go braiding up and they become a huge tree.
That's pretty.
Like on top of the planet. Super pretty. My hands were so activated, they were pulsating, and I left energy flowing between them
I
so
felt
strongly.
energy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was even holding two crystals in different directions too.
That's
Feel
really
how
cool.
hot.
That's interesting. Let me see your hand though. Your hand is not as hot as the crystal.
Yeah. My body cells are vibrating so high.
Yep.
Best connection with my body yet. Lots of vibration and movement. I need to do this regularly.
Do it as much as you feel you want to.
I feel evolved by a golden
Surrounded?
light. Surrounded by a golden light.
Que legal, que
Que
bonito.
lindo. Felt super sleepy at the beginning of it and more awake at the end. My entire body was humming. I finally felt the pain move out of my jaw. Woo!
That's so exciting, Corey.
I feel grounded and I saw rainbow lion.
Oh, that's
That
so
is
pretty. That is really interesting with the Lions Gate coming up.
Yeah. A cat also jumped into the fence, looked and walked around the fence and left.
Oh,
Felt the vibrations in my hands and nose.
that's super cool.
Forgiveness for my twin.
Forgiveness for my twin. That's really beautiful. I felt
Comfortable, very restless.
uncomfortable. It's your body trying to resist. It's okay. It's fine. It's like we said in the. It's like I said about my source stone. That's how I used to feel when I did my source stone. So for me, what I found that helped me is I kept doing it because I was like, I'm not playing your game anymore with this ego. I'm gonna do it, and if I die, I die. And then it stopped because I prevailed. So maybe doing that helps. Maybe it's not loving for you at all, and you need to find some other way. So ask yourself.
I felt every organ in my body, including my skin, growing roots into the ground, deep into the earth. Then,
So oneness
oneness
with all of Gaia, animals and plants too.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I feel that too. And I felt it a lot it's like in my head, and it started vibrating a lot. And it's like I could feel every cell vibrating, and it's like, and it started like moving away, and it's like my head became like this big, and it's already big as it is.
I love the Egyptian activation, inhaling light and encoding breath with DNA, exhaling light language.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ancient technique there for you. I knew you were gonna like it, Eva.
I feel refreshed, like that was the rest of my body was craving.
Oh, that's so good.
It's beautiful. 1717. I ended up heating up my food and eating during it. Had to break my fast.
Oh,
It turned
eating
into
meditation. That is so cool. I like
you
that.
watch replay and sit and breathe as well.
That's
I
super
like it.
nice. That's a great way to ground
Yeah.
to, like to do the whole thing. It's like it works the same for the food, right?
Yeah.
You take the food you eat, and then your body just digested it naturally for you. So it's the same thing as the breath, the beating of the heart. I like that idea of eating meditation. That's good too. Brandy helped you move through the activation. That's nice. I feel so much better, by the way. I need to do the grounding thing more,
Yeah.
just silly of me. But I feel so much more present in my body and more balanced. That feels good. It's like I've been feeling a lot of pain in my back and my womb because I have my period, which sometimes happens. Not a lot, but it's just like that annoying thing that like dun, 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 all the time. My womb has been like that, and now it
Yeah.
feels open. Really good. Vibrations, expanding and activations. I love the Egyptian breathing technique. I combined that with the Egyptian mind, body, and soul symbol. That's so nice. Now I know what it is. Yep.
And I was eating veggies and white rice, so
Ooh,
it was super nourishing.
you're making
That's
me hungry,
delicious. Me
Neka.
too. I think I'm gonna make some rice. Especially love visualizing the roots.
Yeah. That's the part of
So
meditation that I'm
beautiful.
saying that I need to do more often.
Yeah.
Just visualizing that can help so much.
I
Brushing teeth meditation. That is super cool, Suna.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Just ended my period. See?
Love the ancient Egyptian technique.
Yeah. We explore a lot of that in
Yes.
class, and we are doing more. We did one now, and so far this one is winning in the poll. So we are going to do the manifestation with a symbol, and it's all like ancient Egyptian coming from the Lemurians too. So it's like it was adept in ancient Egyptian alchemy and stuff. So I think it's easier for us to understand, and now it's like we are always upgrading it because we're always moving forward, right? So there's a lot in that alone that comes up, and it's all so simple, right? At least for me, it feels like it's all so simple, and it's not like a huge difficult technique that you need to, and it's so powerful.
Love the ease with connecting mastery to the breath and heart. I feel like I've been through a workout, but in a good way. The meditation was peaceful.
That's lovely. Everybody feeling good then?
Yeah. Being so hungry.
Yeah, let's go.
My stomach was talking to me during the meditation, like, it's time to eat. I feel so flowy.
I just walked back to my desk, and it was like watching an ice skater gliding in ice. I can see now in my mind, Corey, and it's beautiful. Hi, Isabella. We're just finishing here, so you'll be able to watch choo. It's like 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds as soon as I said that.
Yeah. And 9:22.
Yeah.
I started inheriting Flavia's hiccups in the middle of meditation.
See? They are contagious. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much. It's been a while since we've done a longer one like this, but I felt like it was such an interesting discussion that we had today, and felt very powerful for me.
Yes.
So thank you very much. Thank you for supporting us. We have a whole month ahead of us that we've planned with so many exciting things. We also have the Lionsgate ceremony that we're doing with Julie.
Yeah, on August 8th.
From Somos Incríveis there. Julie, say hello. So we're doing it on the 8th. So that will be our first event of the month, and then we are posting the schedule, like next week, so you can know what's happening. So if you haven't voted yet on who you want to be channeled next month, please do. Whoever wins first place is the tier 2, and whoever wins second is tier 6. And vote for the class 2, the Magdalena's class, so what you want to see. And we'll be back soon. We'll be back. Stop, Yeshua.
What time on the 8th? 7 p.m. London time.
So 8 your time, I think, Suna.
Yes.
So you have until the 7th to join if you haven't. So there's still some time there. We'll keep reminding you too, because I know that I need that. So sometimes I'm like, remind people, all that, because sometimes we don't. And I feel like it's gonna be such a powerful one. I'm so excited. And Isis and Osiris are coming forward for that one, so I'm sure that's gonna be super cool.
And the course also.
yeah, Julie's gonna offer a full course about journaling with
Yeah.
using that for mastering and mastering, mastering too. I was gonna say manifesting, and then I said mastering. See, Julie, um, she knows how to say that better than I do. And if you haven't watched, we had a live with Julie when we
Yes.
were doing the Fridays with Yeshua, and she gave like
many
many
tips.
techniques, so you
Yeah.
can see kind of what she does there in that video. So it's like manifesting your dreams in our channel. You can, it's like the last, I think,
Yeah.
the last.
Is it in the title? Is it with Lightworkers Online or with Julie Andrada?
Julie Andrada. Journaling for Alchemy and Manifestation.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so freaking cool. So it's a whole course. You're gonna have access to that once you get the ceremony. So there's a lot there in the package. So yes,
Yes.
that's what we have so far. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for, allowing us to do this and to be
Yes.
here with you. We love you so much.
Love you.
We love you.
Goddess and gods.
Now the goddesses are gonna eat.
Indian food.
Yay! So see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.
It's not ending.